Shemai GTA chums, we have the Black Friday deals which end pretty soon, Tuesday 28th, so you need to purchase them now. And today I'm going to look at probably the only car and the best value car therefore, but it is good value. We've got the Raiju there. I think we might have the Avenger, that's the best value overized weaponized vehicle, but I can't see the discount for some reason. Toreador isn't on discount, this is a competitor to the Stromberg. Also the Kalanji tank, that is a very good prospect for one player, but this is probably just a good car and quite fast for driving around. For 900 grand, it's an absolute bargain. It's a Mark 1 Lotus Espirit, I think. We've also got a laser, that's expensive for what it is. We also have the Ardent, this is the Mark 2 Esprit. Looks a little bit more realistic, I suppose, the Ardent, but it's not as good a weaponized vehicle. So this is why we're going to buy it, because of James Bond, basically. So we're going to customize it to the max, and then we're going to take it for a little drive. It's a tricky one to customize, mainly because of that square at the front. You see that little square is kind of annoying. It should be just this stripe here and this stripe at the top. It should be two-tone, but it is two-tone, but in the wrong kind of way. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the respray, because we don't have any kind of liveries, which we really should for this kind of vehicle. But I suppose it's a Bond car. Bond never had liveries. If you want to do a Bond car, just do it in white. That's the best. We've got some nice colours here. Actually, these look good with the orange as well. We could do a dark one, but we're not going to go tangerine. We're going to go for a red, I think. Now, just a standard red is probably good enough. Probably, he says. Actually, for the Lotus, maybe we should have just a standard red. We've got all these fancy reds, and I do like the candy red, but it's not quite right. I think just standard red is the way to go. And secondary colour, we're going to go exactly the same. I'm going to go back to the red, so there we go. Lovely looking red. Could do a white, I'm not going to do that. Crew emblem on the door, and right, that is the colouring, that's the main customization done. The plate, we could just call it a classic, I suppose, because it is a classic car. I don't think we have any Lotus plates for some reason. Engine on. Turbo wheels, I've put these on, so we've got the off-road rims on. These aren't really correct, I suppose. Let's have a look if there are any that look right though for the car. So they're kind of like quite squarish looking. I can't remember which ones would suit it best. Perhaps something like a lightweight steely, but the square holes just aren't quite correct on that. That's kind of it actually. The Amazon, not quite. They're not elongated. It goes in a bit too much, but I like the look of it. So maybe I should select that. Let's see what else there is. Yeah, I'm going to select that one. What did I say? Cairngorm? Did I say Cairngorm? No, Amazon. That's the one. That's the rim for this car, I think, out of the off-road ones. I've gone off-road because it's a weaponized vehicle, therefore you want the best tyres possible. Give you the best grip and lack of bounce. Bulletproof tyres you need. Tyre smoke, whatever really, we're just going to put a black one on. Tyre design, we don't need that. And windows, limo them out. It's a classic car, you don't need to. The reason why I've limoed them out is because it's a weaponized vehicle, give people every chance to not see me, I suppose. But to be a classic car, let's just go light smoke. That's most likely what you would have got. Okay, that's it, we're done. So this car, if we look at like the overall shape to it, let's look at the front. There's a bit too many curves. I don't think it's angular enough. The overall shape is pretty good, and the back end we couldn't really change that much. Does it have a window? I thought it had a little. There's a little peepee window rather than those vent things, the flaps. So and the lights as well. Let's have a look outside. Let's get out and see those tail lights, which should be square. So let's put our lights on, there we go. They do look good. They look good. Maybe this is what Lotus should have done. What's that other light? Is that an indicator light? Okay. And the front lights as well. They don't have the flip up lights. So there's a few details that are very much missing on this. I think they're present on the Ardents though, if you want a proper, more Lotus Esprit, true Lotus Esprit build. But this is the weaponized one, and for the price it's very good. So we've got unlimited bullets to shoot if we want to shoot stuff. It can take about, I think it'd take about 3 Mark II oppressor missiles. It's not got any kind of missile prevention, you know, lock-on jammers, that kind of stuff never existed for this car back in the day. The sun is gonna come up, so tomorrow, the sun's gonna come up today, any minute now. It doesn't have lock-on jammers, but you can. I think this does have the edge over the Mark II oppressor now, because the oppressor missiles aren't very good, especially if you get under a bridge or something like that where they've got to come down low. Basically, you can switch to missiles face the oppressor. So if you turn and face the oppressor Mark II and drive at them, they're probably not going to hit you if you're driving straight at them. Use this bridge. So if you're driving at them with the bridge as well, it means they need to come down low to see you, and then you just hit them with the missile blammo. The problem with this is that the missiles run out. So we've got 20 missiles. You've got plenty enough for a Mark II oppressor encounter. So if you're defensive, what the hell? What the hell is that all about? I mean, yeah, I don't know what that's about. But anyway, he's stolen my door. I thought the door would have been a bit more robust than that. So still, I think it doesn't quite have the edge over the Yamani Techs. But if you want something different than the Yamani Techs, then this is a car for you. I should talk about driving performance as well, instead of just driving at that bridge and pretending there's an oppressor Mark II. Missed him. Oh, right, our favourite bit. So it drives like a classic car, but it's still pretty quick. So decent acceleration. You're not going to race it, but yeah, I mean, this is not what it's not what the vehicles are about this week. They're all about weaponisation and luxury. So you've got the luxury yacht, you've got the luxury Luxior, whatever it's called. Those stupid planes that are gold colour and they've got champagne in the back, and the helicopters as well. They always put exactly the same things. Boring rock star. Rather than something that's useful that they could have put in those slots for the discounts, like some decent cars. Real shame that they've not taken advantage of that and put some just plain old decent cars. This is a decent car, and it is worthwhile for your collection, even as a non-weaponized, even though it's not perfect as a Lotus. But as the original Lotus, I suppose we don't really have any other options, and it's good enough for government work, as they would say. And as a weaponized vehicle, it's still very good. You know, there are some weaponized vehicles that are pretty much write-offs, I suppose, like the alternate, which is the Ardent. As a weaponized vehicle, it's terrible. But as a car for driving around, it's a bit better. The Ardent is a bit better performance-wise with regards to classics, but not that much better. I would prefer this over the Ardent. If I'm going to pick an Esprit to drive only one Esprit, this would be the one. And very good car, very nice driving experience. And yeah, I can't recommend it enough. What is with these cars, mate? Let's put those guns away. So if we change the missiles, does that go away? There we go. That was a nice touch. We missed it, sorry. They go in and go out again, just like the original, just like the Bond car. So this is all about the Bond car without looking 100% like the Bond car. If you're into James Bond as well, for your Bond garage, just paint it white. You're done and dusted. And put some kind of Bond registration plate that I don't know what it's like. Retset, you can do that. My man Retset, check him out. He's probably got a Bond build on this. And if not, he's got some other Hollywood build which would be very good and one for the collection. Anyway, I've talked enough about this car. It's very good. Recommended 100% for the price. You are not going to go wrong for less than $1 million. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have an excellent Christmas. It's not even Christmas yet, only 20 odd days left now. 20 odd days left for Christmas. I hope you have an excellent Black Friday deal day. I hope you got everything you wanted, and thank you very much for watching.